Hello and good evening, delegates. Welcome to Telemundo, the most objective, reliable, fact-checked, non-partisan, and impartial source of information in the world. We hope you are safe from wherever you're watching this broadcast. I am your host, Mario Hilario, and welcome to your nightly news. As Joe Biden leads his administration into its first 100 days, a politically surreal America reacts to the many executive orders that the president has passed. Priorities such as addressing racial inequality and achieving a 100% clean energy America are featured greatly on the president's agenda. Yet, the devastating pandemic and a divided country will continue to be major obstacles to short-term success. On the topic of climate, the recent climate and energy crisis have shown up how unprepared some states are to deal with the extreme weathers. As the country remains split on this issue, human-induced catastrophes will continue to occur, and Joe Biden will push for greener agendas not only domestically, but internationally. The US has not only returned to the Paris agreements, but has also called out other countries for their lack of action on the environment. As an instance, both Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have publicly criticized Bolsonaro administration for mismanaging the Amazon region and largely contributing to climate change. And the US hasn't been the only one to critique Brazilian environmental inaction. Many other countries and NGOs have tried to exert pressure on the Brazilian cabinet to reduce deforestation and threats to indigenous populations. On the other side of the world, interesting developments have occurred on the Asian continent. China seems to be dealing with multiple situations at a time. Towards Southeast Asia and the Pacific, tensions with Australia are at a historic high, as political tit-for-tat has evolved since mid-2020 and has strained both economic and diplomatic relations on what is now deemed by some experts as the China-Australian trade war. China is now rejecting to take millions of tons of coal from Australia. Currently, 65 coal vessels originally intended for shipment to China are stationed on Australian waters. If China refuses to take these resources, or if Australia can find the alternative buyers, the island will suffer terrible economic consequences. Nonetheless, it is uncertain how far China is willing to go to make a statement, as maybe as far as threatening their own energy security. To the west of the country, the state of affairs with India regarding the border disputes in the Great Kashmir region is uncertain. Both countries have agreed to a mutual de-escalation of the conflict, which is a great step moving forward towards peace. But this agreement was made on a very small selection of the border, and worries remain on how a single misunderstanding could spark conflict between both nations. Members of a village in the India side of the border are dealing with severe cases of water poisoning. The sources of contamination of communal water basins is still uncertain. But the Modi cabinet will have to react quickly to safeguard the water security of their communities. Managing this situation properly is crucial for political stability of Modi, which has been at risk for months with the massive farmers' protests nationwide. In Europe, Germany leads the way for a sustainable European Union, as the Merkel-led coalition has continued to increase commitments to renewable energies. Yet, the public reception of these policies has been rough. The German people are displeased with the inefficacies and economic losses derived from clean energy expansion. The increasingly unpopular cabinet might have to balance their political objectives with public demands if they wish to maintain power in the next elections. If they don't manage to satisfy their people's demands, other fossil fuel exporting countries such as Russia might find a way to do so. I am Mario Hilario, and this has been Telemundo. Stay tuned for more truthful information.